Hey, Samska. Hey, Chris. Borglum. Good morning. Actually, good afternoon. Late start today.
Dwarf and I'm digging a hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole.
Double. Hey, J Hoodie. It's better than an intro, but 2 intros. Thank you for the 58-month resub. That's a lot of months. Thanks so much, J Hoodie. All right. Hello, everybody. Okay, the tournaments are up today for another 2.5 hours. I played a bunch of the tournament on Sunday. Did pretty well. I did one this morning when I first got up. I did, and I won it. So I've won 4 in a row at this point. I want to win some more. Apologies for the bad lighting, but we're in a heat wave, so I'm not turning the lights on in the studio. But these tournaments are a really good way to grow your collection. They got officer packs up for grabs. Station, you've only done ladder and draft? You haven't done the tournaments yet? The tournaments, they're actually like... The quality of the opponent isn't top tier. Like when you're fighting in the top 10, top 50 of the ladder, people have more tuned decks than in the tournaments. So I wouldn't hold back on doing tournaments. How long do they take? Not long at all. The timer for turns is shorter. So you're signing up to play 3 games in a row if you keep winning. They're single elimination. But the turn timers are like 30 seconds instead of 80 seconds. They go a lot faster. All right, and here's the deck I've been using to good success that we're going to keep using. A fairly standard Japanese aggro deck. Did I tweak anything since last I streamed? I feel like I cut some stuff and then I put them back in. Maybe I only had 3 Shibatas last time. I've got all the Shibatas now. Should I be over there for this game? I don't remember. I'm in the way of the deck, but as long as I'm not in the way of the gameplay, that's fine. There's only 3 bloody sickles because you run out of Soviet card slots. You'd have to cut the finisher. I do like having 1 expensive play. Especially when it's 7 mana, 8 to the face. It has to combo with either a rush or a bloody sickle. Defeat in detail. I added this. I did add 1 defeat in detail instead of the slow tank. And I'm on the fence if it's good or not. It does some good things sometimes, but things need to line up for it to actually work out. Well, let me grab the deck code. Watching along on YouTube, it's in the description. Slap it into Twitch chat here. In that. Defeat in detail feels a little Winmori. A little bit. It's really good with the Shibatas. And I don't think it's so much like win more as like more pressure. Like if you could use it to get away from getting hit by a crossfire or something, it's unlocking wins that you wouldn't have otherwise got. I wasn't going to stream cards this week, but I did really well in that tournament. I wanted to play in the tournaments again. And they're up on Tuesdays and Sundays. For some reason, they're not open all the time. But you could do a play like turn 1 Blitz Tank, turn 2 Shibata, and defeat in detail. Your tank grows, and your Shibata is ready to grow if they cast a spell. It's not really like win more in that situation. It's just one of your 3 1-drops for the first 2 turns. Certainly would want more than 1, though. All right, potential mirror match. I think I throw back the rush. We're going first, so I think I throw back the car. The Type 93 can make this guy trade with a 99th, which would be good. I'd have to not play him on turn 1, though. So if I play him on turn 1 and push him, the 99th just eats him. I think I send it back. Could be Legions. It could be, but it's like 9 out of 10 times. It's the aggro deck. The aggro deck is really good. Did I send this back and get another one, or did I forget to mull it? Oops. The bloody sickle is what made me alright with this happening. We did have a clean way to finish it. 99th. Taking the front with a 2-3 is good. We could potentially strand his expansions. If we dominate the front here. I will attack that. I don't want him to rush it and get an extra card. It does kind of suck. It's a Type 93 turn, though. I could just attack it and do the 10th recon. That feels wrong. Partly because if I can have this be the last card I play, I just draw a card. I didn't really want to shuffle any of those. I guess I could have shuffled the Type 90. But we're taxing his bloody sickles. He's got 2 things he wants to sickle. Scouting party. I'll get my double card. Keep denying him his double card. I'm gonna try to be greedy. If I draw something like the 4-drop wheel, right, it's gonna be sad. Pushing this has the cost of now he can blitz it. But these things are big enough, I think that's fine. That's rough. The only thing it missed was the thing I wanted it to hit. Alright, we get a free card. There's the defeat in detail. Right on time. I think I hold on to it until we're actually going to get a proc immediately. I could have done it just so he gets bro. Maybe I should have. It's not going to accomplish much. And it's stacked. Yeah, if I had the defeat in detail off there, it might have. All he needs is a blitz thing to wipe me. That one. Nope. Measure's not the worst. I guess we'll hoard the defeat in detail. The mirror match is really fun. It's not so much about outspeeding your opponent as outvaluing them. Ugh. That's rough. The defeated details hurting us, though. Hey, Yuri. Leave the one with the activation. It lets him expansion, but I mean pushing this would expansion anyway. Well, I don't think we're winning this one. The curse of going live. I won 12 tournament games in a row. I'll lose the first one when I go live. I got wrecked by the Navy card that killed 5 of my cards. Getting 5 for 1 was rough. If I draw my copy of that, we can get back into this. Kind of. He still's a big hand. Ow. GG. Better luck next time. Thanks, game. Agro loss. Womp womp. I gotta get back up on that horse, though. Maybe I should cut the defeat in detail. It is pretty bad for mirror. Well, it only takes like it is a good way to push an advantage, though. Well, actually, there is another card I wanted to try, so let's change the techers. Instead of the defeat, I wanted the bomber. Don't own it. What's the death rattle called in this? I was going to search for that. I guess I'll just search for bomb. I can filter by the bombers. But the bomber that when it dies, you just get another bomber. This guy gives you a lot of redundancy. He's a little slow, though. Especially in a rush mirror match situation. Yeah, it's single elimination. Yep. You lose your 300 gold if you lose the first round. But you start getting prizes as long as you get 1 win. Oh, Kian's already in the deck. Yeah, the Kian is definitely still in. I do have to spend one of my specials to try this, which is a little awkward. Looking for other Blitz ones. There's one other Blitz one. But we're up full on USSR cards anyway, and it's bad. Dragon Slayer, yeah. Not a big fan of that. Like, it just dies to rush. But if I don't want this resilient guy, there is also... well, I could put the other 33rd on. I've resisted crafting and playing that because it's just kind of slow. I was thinking this guy. This guy's good in the mirror match. He has an activation cost, though. That's pretty rough. That's not what we want to be playing in this deck. I'm gonna go for the. I'm gonna try the bomber. It is kind of like a win more too. But like if they've already taken control, this thing does not get you control back. That guy could help out. I think it's a little too slow. Where this match is a lot of like exchanging creatures. Like they can just do their 2 attacks and then kill your guy who pings everybody. But this guy's really good for the attrition nature of the mirror. I'm going to give it a shot. See how it is. It seems fine against the like other opponents too. The 5/4 Blitz plane. I've tried that one. That's way too slow. It's like 8 mana to actually play it and attack with it. Like we already have the USSR tank that plays that role. And that thing blitzes for 8 damage. And that only takes 7 mana to do the 8 attack, or 6 mana to just hit for 4. So it hits harder and it's cheaper. But it doesn't go across the front line. Needs an open front line. But we mostly lost there to the Navy card that does 1 damage randomly for each unit on the battlefield. That card is pretty ridiculous. It always helps at 8K. Yeah, but you've already lost if you're at 8K. Unless you've already put enough pressure on. So when you delete the deck with too many things that are good late, you're not going to play 3 1-drops in the first 2 turns. And it's kind of had to be, it's kind of bad to hit 8 mana plays on your Akagi too. So when the whole deck is cheap, it just fires on all cylinders. Okay, it looks like another mirror. We'll put the Akagi back. I think we'll put the car back. Keep these 2. This guy's actually pretty good in the mirror. He just trades with multiple cards. Now, maybe I keep the Type 93 because it will let... I'm going second? Yeah. So the Type 93 is a good way to deal with the 99th of the opponent. If he goes turn 1 99th, I can do turn 1 Shibata, turn 2 99th, Type 93. Oops, I ran out of time. There's no warning for the mulligan decision. Starts with a Kabata button. Take the front from him so he can't expansion. It's also just really good 1-drop. But now we can Type 93 and eat this. It's the burn deck. So the burn deck is the I've only played against it twice with Agro, and I lost them both. So it's a small sample size, but it's a sad sample size. I don't think we can afford to just go face there. He could disrupt it too much, too well. Plus, we need to get rid of that eventually.
Free. Free ballin'.
Hey, Pieta. Get our card draw while we can. This might be intel. The rush decks don't run the Kyoto Regiment. I think I just draw more cards? Or I could Kabata. Let's Kabata Bun. My singing voice makes you happy. I don't often do singing for intros. I think Pieta's was double burn me in the face. Oh, right. Derp. I was trying to... I said it might be the intel deck. We already know it's the burn deck. Derp. I could play a card, do that attack, but I think we need to race. Was drawn first. You don't get much time in this format. Well, we are in fact winning the race. Unless they have an AoE. The 2 damage to everything would be pretty good here. Buzzbomb face. And the 2 damage to everything. Crap. Luckily I still have a pretty big hand to rebuild with. Didn't a lot of these. There was a countermeasure, but it didn't change things. Okay. The sample size grows against Bird, and we had a win. I did fix my spreadsheet up. This is my results so far. So Japanese aggro, I've got a 67% win rate playing as it. And burn was the only thing I was losing to. Wait, it went to 0? Uh-oh. Okay, there's errors in my spreadsheet. Never mind. We just added another result, and it went from... It broke it. The if error is a problem, I guess. No, it's still just... Oh, there you go. Divide by 0. Why am I dividing by 0? All right, well, it's just broken. We have to wait on the other players. I don't know if I want to debug this live. That formula, yeah, it's a formula. And it doesn't even work. I should probably do the individual calculations on the spreadsheet and have a cell that is like number of wins in this matchup. Total times this matchup happened. And then do the division. It would be easier to troubleshoot too. How does do the tournaments work? So they're single eliminations. As soon as 8 people join them and pay their 300 gold, it starts, and it's single elimination. We have to wait for just one more match to finish. And the games have a shorter turn timer than the ladder, so you don't have to wait for that long. This might be the longest I've ever waited. And then the more wins you get, the better your prizes. And the prizes are pretty good. Cannot show them while I'm in one, apparently. Here's the Blitz tournament prizes. That tournament runs on Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And then there's a leaderboard. I'm up to 15. Not in the top 100 yet. You get 3 trophies for a win in this tournament, and the other tournament you get 1 trophy for a win. But I think you get your money back with 1 win. Or pretty close. But you have to buy a pack. So the prizes consist of packs, egg gold, and gems. So that it's actually kind of valuable that you can convert your free-to-play currency gold into the cash currency gems by playing these tournaments. Are there any prizes for the leaderboard? I think you get to qualify for their cash prize tournament via the leaderboard. I think it's something like the leaders on the ladder and the leaders on the leaderboard for tournaments. I think both get invited. But I don't know the details of like if it's every month or if it's like one particular month before the tournament or and how far they trickle down. Grab that guy's deck list. Still want to manually break down. I've got a fair bit of data now, a bunch of deck lists. I don't think it would be too much work to manually get this to automatically show the differences in people's builds. So with everyone playing Japanese aggro, like which cards are like 100%, nobody cuts them. And which cards are kind of flex where people are trying stuff out. Or making do with, you know, not owning legendaries. Ooh, Soviet. So Soviet's not really part of the meta. Apparently it used to be, like, the Soviet control used to be insanely good. So it's probably more likely to be control. I'm gonna do it this way so we get a better Type 93 turn. Next turn I have 2 units attacking using the buff. Even though we're not growing this one yet. And that's a better one to get rotated too. So it's Germany-Soviet control. We might end up getting hit by Crossfire on turn 4. Let's get as much damage in as we can before that. I probably don't want to play this guy leading into that. So I probably do want to play it and kill one of the guards. It gets +1, +2 when you convert 1 or more cards. So you played it to gain 2 life? I do want to play this guy just to get that off the board. But 2 crossfires are probably 2 of his German cards. Another convert payoff. Traded it. All right, yeah, so we're pretty vulnerable to crossfire because I played this guy. That sucks. I think I do need to put more pressure on. There is an argument for I'm not beating crossfire, so just play the 99th here anyway. So, like, let's say he does crossfire me, and I redeploy, like, 99th, 99th, and another one. Do I win that game? Next turn, we attack him down to, like, 8, maybe 6. I think I might be able to win that game. We'll play around crossfire. Because we already did get a lot of damage on him. There it is. Yeah, I regret playing the 2-2. Truck, not a bad draw. Now we did draw some card draw. This doesn't happen a lot playing the rush deck, running out of resources. Ugh. Drops the 9-9. That guy's so good. Where's Rush when you need it? It did. Well, we might draw Rush. Like, we also might draw an Akagi and just get 3 cards. One of them's a Rush. We kill that. We are getting to the point where we need to draw Akagi, though. That guy dying makes us in a lot worse shape. Ambush, so I can't kill it. I can't attack and kill it. Ugh, I didn't realize he was going to be playing that. I've literally never played against this deck. There's the Akagi. We're kind of going off, but expansion, not what we wanted to hit. At the front. Well, it's about to turn into a production. Pretty good argument. What's happening here is a pretty good argument for me having just played the just played out the 99th back on that crossfire turn, because like I think we're just not winning the games when he has crossfire. Kind of what it came down to here. I love drawing the Bloody Sickle off of the 1-2. What even is this one? Get a free dude when you convert a card. Oh, Solar Flare, that's a familiar name. There was, when I first started streaming this game, there was one guy who kept challenging me, and I'm new, and then I played against him, and this is the deck he was playing. This might be the same guy. He might have stream sniped me. The disadvantage of doing gambly modes live. Definitely noticing a worse win rate when I'm live, but I mean that's going to be like distraction too. You get some gold back. Oh, there's Solar Flare. He's in chat. I hope you popped it after the game. I don't think it mattered though, even if you saw my hand. You had the stuff you needed. Yeah, there's no way to know what I didn't think about while playing because I'm focusing on actually streaming, like interacting with chat and talking, narrating the play and everything. It is going to go slightly worse. So okay, yeah, the tournament. So we got, with one win, we got 200 of our gold back and a pack, which costs 100 gold. So like a crappy pack, a 5-card pack. These are 7-card packs above. The 7-card packs are guaranteed a higher rarity card too, so they're just like a lot better. They cost 3 times as much. So if you lose 300. If you win 1, you break even ish. Like you're forced to buy a pack, and then you profit on the other ones. You even profit on entry fee in second place. Sakiti said I needed Cade Sun Fury. I don't know what that is. Yes, I think the spreadsheet could very easily get the nations from the deck code, right? Like three means Japan, and 1 means Soviet, I think. No, Bern, so Germany. Oh, I didn't grab the deck code for that last one. Yeah, he's my friend. Your attacks ignore taunt. Demon Hunter Legendary. Yeah, that would have been good there. You do as many of these as you want. There's an entry fee. You have to spend gold or diamonds to play them. And they're only up for 18 hours on Sunday and Tuesday. So they're actually going to be gone in 2 hours when they leave. Do I keep bloody sickles? They're so bad if he hits us with a bunch of 99s. I'm going to keep the sickles in this. More of a control keep for the likely mirror match. Hitting 2 Shibatas is nice, because actually things to play on empty boards now. You hit no 1-drop, okay, so it's definitely not the mirror. This is a 1-drop deck. I don't know if you could have a hand without enough 1-drops. Without any 1-drops. Destruction, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. Interesting. I guess I just take that out and let this guy eat it. Hopefully my face eats it. And then we can play this after. Face did not eat it. Another one. I'm kind of happy to have the resilient bomber and what appears to be a more controlling Japanese build. This seems just like a pile of cards, though, not a meta deck. The people playing just the cards they own are definitely still competitive. That's why it's better than a dragon. When the first half dies, you still have the second half. Second half is expensive to activate, though. But it is pulling in some card advantage for us. Which is good in the mirror match. I don't know if it's good against, like, a mid-range deck. Like, if he just starts playing 5-drops, we're not going to be super happy. Shade, my guy. We can key in his key in. That's pretty good. Or we could play all of the other cards. I think we're going to save our rush, though, because I think he probably does have some big cards in his deck. So I might need the rush to get through, like, a 4/4 taunt. Full Shibata. On face. Destruction deals damage to enemy HQ. So he might be having... There's a Japanese guy that doubles all your destructions. The deck might be built around that. I just go face. We save this to finish stuff off. I guess we can rush and blow one of his dudes up. 1, 2. Yeah, I have an extra mana. Well, he doesn't have a desperate measures. Range attack. GG. Just mark that as other. I find when I'm tracking decks like this in a card game, but like other is kind of like insulting. I don't want to give that guy a hard time for playing like an original deck, but if you look at my not yet functioning report thing, like it'll balloon up too much with random decks. So the other category has grabbed 10, likely one of decks. And if you were wrong and there's something new and a bunch of people are playing it, then you can go back in your spreadsheet and fix them. But a lot of people are playing other because like when you're free to play this game, you're basically playing sealed deck. You're not playing constructed, you're playing sealed deck against people who are playing constructed, which I really do not like. I much prefer skipping that phase of a card game. As an old-timey MTG pro, it's much more like Magic the Gathering Constructed is largely everybody has every card, essentially. Like, you go acquire the cards you need to build the deck as if you owned every card. It's not often people play in tournaments with like known upgrades not in their deck. Marble Snap actually does it kind of well where you're playing sealed deck. Because Marble Snap has like divisions. So like you unlock cards every now and then in Marble Snap. But as you're playing on the ladder, you only play against people who have about the same size collection as you. And everyone unlocks the same like first base set of cards, and then the second set of cards, and then the third set of cards. So you only play against people that are still like using the same chunk of cards as you. You never run into like ultra powerful junk that you don't have access to. Now, the order each individual player unlocks them is different, so you might not be able to build the discard deck right away. But everyone catches back up and equalizes. Everyone's account is the same at that tier 1, and then tier 2, everyone's the same again. That definitely pulled you in, but you got burned out on it. Yeah, I think they did that part great, but yeah, the game didn't appeal to me long term either. With the whole like snapping thing, the doubling cube, it flexes a strategy muscle that I don't really have well trained. I don't enjoy games where you have to evaluate how well you're doing. I much prefer just trying to win, no matter what the situation is. I think that's actually one of my strengths playing like Magic the Gathering. It's like just not conceding won me so many tournament games. Because people like I know my opponent has a path to victory, and I just like say, go, your turn. And they'll start their turn, and like they know that path to victory is there, but they're like, why didn't he concede? And they get in their own head, and then they play around some obscure card. So like if they had enough creatures to kill me, no problem, but then they like don't attack with 2 of them because they're worried I have a fog or something. And then my 1 removal spell is enough to buy me another turn, and you end up winning. Where Marble Snap is like, no, you just got to recognize when you're losing and leave the game. It's also a very simple game. The cards have 1 number. So there's not a lot of strategic depth to it. You think I should try Chandelar? Well, I've played Chandelar. All right, we're up against Germany, so we need to go as fast as possible here. Try to find some other 1-drops. We found our new 3-drop. And our 4-drop, so the 2 most expensive cards in our deck. Well, I guess the 2 wheels fit in the same Kagis. Definitely take the trade. Wait. I took the trade as if it was an Agro opponent. That's an example of like me just playing worse when I'm streaming, I think. I think if I was on my own, I wouldn't have lost the thread of what I'm actually playing against here. If I 99th and push, I only have 3 energy next turn, so it's like attack and draw. So we wouldn't get the Aichi down. I don't think this card belongs in this deck. I think it is right to play it here. But I think I'd be better off if I just had another 33rd recon in this slot. So it's similar, like this gives us some resilience. Oh, it's so bad too. But like a 33rd recon would have given us some resilience too. now we're definitely doing the push play. Ooh, right. So I'm only going to have 3 energy next turn. Big boy. The big boy's a bit of a big problem. Take our extra card. Oh, he silenced it! Oh, I totally missed he silenced it. I do not like this little icon here. Well, I guess I'll finish it off then. That plays really bad when I'm not drawing a card. Navy burn. You're hurting for the special wild cards? Yeah. That was part of why, like, the beginner tournament mode doesn't appeal to me that much. You're acquiring the 2 rarities that don't seem like they're actually a bottleneck. The specials and the legendaries are the specials and the elites are the actual bottleneck. Okay, this guy's pinned. Oh, the bomber was so bad. I might play the bomber in the scouting party here. Let's try to set up a good Shinado. And then hopefully a good SU 100 to finish him at some point. Suppression. This guy. Pinned the airplane. I think that's worth. Slow him down a little. He's got all kinds of fighters, screwed my bomber edition even more. Well, the crossfire actually kills both halves of this too. That's another big strike against running this guy. He doesn't even survive the most common Wrath of God. Come to 6. Maybe he doesn't have a way to kill this? He has a way to pin it, though. He still has some more Makuras. Makura's really strong. We cast it because he can just attack here with the shock. Cast it while we can. We still have we still have both Akagis, and we still have the Achi. We're down to 6. And 5. I think I derped fairly bad at one point there. The worst target. Rough. Yeah, I'm derping. Ugh. We do still break even-ish. We get the pack and the 200 back. All right, I'm taking that bomber out. That bomber seems... It just does not... It does not mesh with what the deck needs to be doing. It might be better... Like, I haven't played a mirror since I added it, but... It was super bad there. So I need to also be able to beat the regular players, not just win the mirrors. So there goes the special I wasted crafting. But I'll craft the other recon. Try just having an extra recon. Maybe the defeat in detail was fine. First in the tournament. Yeah, the rewards are actually crazy. I did the math. You should not hold back on trying it out. Where did I do it? Where did I do the math? Here, I didn't label it. Yeah, it's this one. So they give out 110% of what they put in. The medium tournament gives out 147%. So the Blitz tournaments might be worth grinding too. It only has the good pack for first place. And you never profit on entry fee currency, which is a pretty big negative for it. But if you do want to convert gold into packs, it is a better rate. It's 100 to join, you get 50 back. Even if you lose the first round, which is weird. It should just be 50 to join. I guess maybe they want like 50 gold not to have worth. Like it's 100 gold to buy a pack, or you could join a tournament for 100 gold. You added these tournaments to your calendar. You're gonna play next Sunday. I think it's worth it. I don't know at what the how high up the ladder you should be. I think if you've made field marshal, it's certainly you're high enough up. Or the officer club or whatever that top rank is. Yeah, field marshal. But I don't think I don't think you need to be anywhere near that high. Particularly if you're still playing on the ladder and like you're winning a lot. Like you haven't plateaued. But if you've plateaued on the ladder, like your collection is small, you're having a hard time getting above rank 10, then you might not have a great time in these tournaments. But you don't have to be like, you don't need a full deck. You don't need a meta deck. I'm gonna fill my water while they're our last person in. Oh, Yuri's in. He's on the other end of the bracket. No peeking at my hand if we meet the finals. Yeah, good luck. I'll see you in the finals. Tempted to leave so I can go fill my water. It's actually 30 degrees today. Going up to 36. I'm just going to fill it up real quick. Whoa. Back. That's a full mulligan. Oof. Expansions don't do anything if you don't have a dude. Alright, that's better. What expansion? We're up against a Soviet deck. Yeah, it's quite hot. This will probably be one of the hottest points we have this whole year. Very heat wavy. I don't think I need to cash in the expansion right now. I think we can do the deploy, save the card draw for later. Because even if they kill this, one of these guys can be able to trigger it instead. Soviet finish. It's ++1 when an enemy unit is added, deployed, or destroyed. We could raid it. Just hit him for 3. I have a feeling the raiding party is going to be good. Like there's like a 2/7 finish guy. I think I'll save the 3 mana. Oh, I think I will just burn a rush on it though. Get the extra card off of this guy. I'm not sure about pushing or expansioning here. There's the 2/7. Nice. Like, patience is a virtue. A virtue best served cold. Tempted just to hit him. What could he have? He could have a white death. I don't think I have to worry about AoE against these 2 colors. Does the Soviet deck just summon expendable dudes en masse? There is a theme along those lines. But that's not what people tend to play. There's a bunch of cards that generate like 1/1 Soviet dudes. This unit had to cost 3 or less and add a copy to your support line. Freebie. Draw first. And draw second. Draw third. I ran out of time there. I don't know if I should have cast the rush to kill that. He's done. And we're the first one finished in the round. Let's look at that guy's deck while we wait. See if we can classify it a little better. The control. Two ability sickles. I think we won when we killed his finish, boys. The 2/7 would have been a problem. Oh, there were a bunch of 2/5s as well. It was very good of me to keep that destroy a small unit. I guess we'll just call it other. There's a lot of one-ofs. I guess they're rares. That's why they're one-offs. They're rares from here down. So maybe he does have all the cards. Yeah, alright, we'll call it Soviet Finish Control. SVF. We have fought people playing that a few times. Oops, I grabbed the wrong deck for the burn. Burn that beat us was this one. I hadn't pasted it in. Yeah, one of the reasons why this aggro deck is so good in particular is that, like, what you would think would be good against it, like that deck with a bunch of guards, isn't actually good against it because of rush. Like, Rush is just so good. If you play like a big 4-mana taunt guy to try to stop your opponent's 3 1-drops that are in the front line, and they just like for 1 mana kill your dude, that's so bad for you. So the better control decks right now are more proactive at getting rid of your opponent's stuff, not getting in the way of your opponent's stuff. So like the German-American deck has a lot of blitz cards and crossfire and routes to actually kill off the opponent's things immediately. You're playing against Navy Burn, Yuri? Oh, take him down. Navy Burn's really good. Navy Burn's got to be one of the better decks. I guess while we wait, I can try to clean up the meta report here. So I think a cleaner way to fix, like, rather than having this gigantic formula, I could do it on a different tab, I guess. Just the sub calculations. The amount of wins in this match. Because right now it's the amount of wins divided by the amount of games played. The wins and the losses added together to get the win rate, but something broke in the formula. I don't know what. So if I just did 3 tables, I guess 4. Each of these results. Might just have something pointed at the wrong cell. Somebody finished. You've got a Germany Finnish control deck you like? That seems like a strong pairing. That was one of the ones I tried early on, too. The White Death seems pretty good in this meta. Silence everything, and you get a 1/1 Death Touch guy with Blitz. Because Silence Everything is really good against, like, the Polish Intel deck. Capitulation's super good, too. You're sick of Capitulation? 8 mana. It's an 8 mana Wrath of God that leaves your opponent's troops. I feel like as far as, like, card games go, that's one of the weakest Wrath of Gods I've ever seen. And I do think you generally do need a Wrath of God. If you're not familiar with Magic the Gathering, Wrath of God is the quintessential destroy all creatures. Like, came out, like, was it in Alpha? I think it might have been in the first set, yeah. It's just 4 mana white card that just destroys all creatures. Oh yeah, Capitulation's a one-sided Wrath, you're right. I totally misevaluated it there. It is a one-sided Wrath for 8 mana. That's a whole different thing. Compared to Bonsai, Bonsai seems awful. Destroy all ground units with 4 attack or less, end your turn. No, they Bismarcked you. Rough break, Yuri. Better luck next time. Here's a starting hand. Potential mirror match. We are going second in the mirror match. This expansion might get stuck. As excited as I was. If he 99ths, I might never really take the front back. I'm gonna ship it. I don't want to get stuck in my hand. We already have some card advantage at the scouting party. I'll just keep that. And there's the 99th right away, too. We just play that and say go, so I don't have to pay for the 99th. Then I can 99th rush. If he doesn't take this trade, if he goes face. He does take the trade. Let's take both of these out. Keep the dream alive of getting this tank growing, but maybe I should have just traded the tank in. So if he takes the front back, the tank only hits for 1. He did not take the front. We get 2 energy here. Now I'm glad I kept the tank. I could trade with that and then eat his 2/2. I guess that's 6/1, half a dozen of the other, though, whichever way I do that. So maybe I just scouting party rush. Seems better. Oh, I should have done this first. Should be at 1 more health. Raiding party will get a use anyway. Truck can cast expansion. Akagi shuffling 1 up. Could that 1 have been? Rush? Just an expensive thing you didn't want to wait on? I think I want to attack this. I could play this, eat a car, and trade it into there too. Keeping my bloody sickle. Take that car. We ran out of stuff. I still have an Akagi too. Ooh, a scouting party. Nice hit from the opponent. Hard to see the front on this board. Yeah, I should switch off of this board. Playing on my own, I'm kind of okay with it, but yeah, when I'm streaming, I should not be on this board. Which kind of sucks. It's a pay-to-win board. Expansions. Rushes? Yes, yes indeed. Keeps him from getting a double off of one of his guys. And gets me a double off of this one. Unfortunately, that guy up there provides the double to the remaining one. He's far from ready to go to Steam. The front must be hard-coded to be black. They don't have the tech to just flip a thing and make it white. Like, it must not be part of the table. I think it's also the newest board, so maybe they just haven't had a chance to patch it. We don't get that much time to think here. Shibata deploy. You triple Shibata button. Got any spells in your head? Got his own Shibata button. I kill that with my tank. 8 mana. 1, 2. But I have 6 left, which is enough to go kill that. But we also drew the Shinado, so we could do a Shinado. The Shinado could whiff really bad, though. Really bad. Let's just take the guaranteed way to kill the bomber. Doesn't even hit us back. Strong presence in the front here. This is a very long mirror match. Oh, hits himself for 3. Oh, gets the tank. Hits himself for another 3. Maybe I'm happy he hit the tank. Hits himself for another 3. Hits himself for another 2. Gets so much damage. Oh my god! How much damage did he take that turn? He's not even done hitting himself. Quit hitting yourself. Now my Shinado is pretty good. It might even win me the game if it whiffs bad enough. He just didn't care. He fired all his spells off. Yeah, it was enough for the win. Nice. It even killed all the creatures. Mirror match. Victory. We'll fill the deck in later. You get to look at your last 3 opponents. I don't fill it in right now. Into the vitals. Oh, I don't. This might be the Navy burn that beat Yuri. I didn't notice which side of the bracket went forward. This is the Yuri. Okay, so we know we're against Navy burn. So we're probably safe to keep the expansion. We don't want the ping. Just try to find more good 1-drops. Shibata's not bad. Well, that makes opening with that one pretty horrible. I don't really want to rush that. But rush is kind of bad against the 3/6. Like, feels a little unfair. You could actually be keeping a database of all the players. I've thought of adding the column my opponent's name, so we could get the scouting report. I think we got a race. I don't do that. Oh, I'm being suppressed. Two mana to retreat my 0 operating cost guy. Saves him a bit of energy. I guess the reason to rush that is, like, it's probably still going to be there when something bigger's out anyway. No, I'm not going to rush it. Push to set up a Type 93 face fest. Problem with that is now the plane can eat the Type 93, so that's maybe not worth. Maybe that was a mistake. Oh, it also sets up a crossfire. Well, no, the plane set up a crossfire. The 93 was a mistake. Hey, Kamakata. Wait, see me the big quarterly tournaments? Yeah, if I could qualify for them. Get to figure out how to qualify for them. Definitely interested in that. We had the combo to get rid of the 6-6. Ooh, good draw. We'll push the weaker one so that this one just lingers back here to be targeted by another rush in the future. So like if this one is going to attack into an enemy, get blitzed. Keep that one safe. We lose one of our big boys, but we get the redraw anyway. We could or we could Shinado. We're not going to Akagi. 5 random damage. That's not. I guess we're just going to drop the bomber. Ignore him. Ace. Makes us pretty good against another crossfire. If he has crossfire too. He's going down. Draw 5 if he had have crossfired. Can't play dudes this turn. I'm glad I saved the spell. Board's very full too. We got a lot of operating costs, so we'll spend our mana. He's dead on board. And he's got no mana, so he didn't have a secret. I was boasting about winning 4 in a row on Sunday / this morning. And I was worried I wouldn't get any wins while I was actually live. We got 1 hour left for the tournaments, I think. Secure our first win. $450 gold. Rebuild some of the stuff I lost. 20 diamonds. Which is the same as 200 gold, I think, if I just want to spend them to rejoin more tournaments. And 2 naval warfare officer packs. Wait, they're naval warfare packs now? I have this set done. I need 2 more legendaries. So the type of pack... Is it random? It is random. That's actually a little disappointing. Or I forget to grab these decks. Yoink. All right, quick ad break. This page just got back with Costco, so I'm going to help bring stuff upstairs. BRB. Sorry about the long break there. Bringing in Costco groceries, catched up with Mrs. Page a little bit. And then my dad had a intramural nurse over there, extramural nurse. He had a cut on his leg that's doing really good, she said. I built up to 141 diamonds, too. Nice. I have to start looking at the shop. Find the good deals. Not quite. I can't afford any of the deals right now. Okay, let's do another tournament. I think we got time for one more. Maybe two more if I lose Gurley. That extra copy of the 33rd, I think, was pretty good there. I believe we did draw it, and it, just another one drop to deploy. Like, that's what this deck does. Plops out a whole bunch of one drops. And then redraws with the Akagis. Throwing in random 3 drops wasn't good. You're at the semifinals now, Yuri? Nice. Up against the 1-2-3s. That's a very popular deck. That might be one of the most popular decks. I think that part of my meta report's active. 15% of the field is 1-2-3s. 20% is the Japanese aggro. And then Commando's at 9%. Back to full screen. My arm's killing me. Well, my arm is sore. I didn't stream yesterday because I had to fix my steps. The porch steps needed some work. And because we're in a heat wave, this page talked me into doing it Monday morning instead of Sunday. Like, we started Sunday, and then she's like, let's go in. This is not the right time to be doing this. But then Monday morning, I got up with the intent of fixing the stairs and then streaming, and it just took all freaking day. And then this morning, I also was underneath there for 3 hours. I don't think we want rushes in the mirror. We open with the 99th here? I think we do with this hand. Too likely this guy just gets picked off by half of their deck. The 99th can hold his own. Kind of wish I kept a rush now. Just gonna go face. The negative of going face is if he has a type 94. If he has the car lord. He does. He gets a clean kill here. He didn't take it. He didn't take it. Killed the tank instead. Believe that to be an error. Now I get to kill 2 things with my 99th. Hey, Ahmed. Good to see you. A raiding brigade for later. So does he. I can brigade his brigade. Oh, never mind. I could rush his brigade. Getting the extra card draw, I think, is worth. Take the front, so he can't just get it with a blitz and expansion. Ooh, that's a mirror breaker. That's a really good mirror breaker. That rush was a great draw, though. We get another double draw. And we had the 30. We had the second raiding brigade to take out his other one. For 6 mana, we get Scouting Party Shinano. Ooh, he went face 3 times with this Shinano. That's not what he wanted. I could just double scouting party? No, we can't double scouting party. Don't have room for both. I guess we're gonna attack. Double sickle. Single scouting party. Guess I should have scouting party first. So we could see his hand, but I don't know if that would have changed anything. Kian. Shinano can probably kill that. Just these two now. These two. These 3 and that, I guess, is the same amount of pings. We actually get the card draw. Might find a more direct way to kill that. Maybe the pings aren't even good here. Oh. both of our pig fiestas went heavy face. He's got the Aichi. It is good in the mirror. He's got a lot of anti-mirror attack. It makes him a lot slower against the control decks, though. We're probably going to spend 6 to go kill that. Second half is a 3-2, so this would be good after that's dead. It's cars. Big cars. There's my key in. So I could key in that and then desperate measures. Lean here. Oh, I guess I don't have to key in it. I could bloody sickle it. Maybe I shuffle away my bloody sickle just to defend our life total. We don't need the card advantage. I've got way more cards than him. Yeah, I'll shuffle away the sickle. It's got a wheel. Nine mana, so we can play the other 2 cards first. Unless they're expansions. Might have been an expansion. He did shuffle 1 up. Could have been 2 Akagis. I've been there. Carrier battle. Knocks himself to 2, essentially. Oh, he's dead. Carrier battle is not a card I put in my deck. I don't know if you should have cast the carrier battle, but I guess like not killing the key hand is also 4 damage. He had a lot of anti-mirror attack, and we still beat him. Agro. Victory. I do love wrecking people in this mirror match, though. What's my record at the mirror match? I don't know if the meta report would say. I'd have to do my own formula. Oh, talk, we're fighting. Good luck. Yeah, the formula doesn't work. It's broken. It looks more impressive than it is. All right, we're up against Talk. Some sort of Germany control deck. We got a mulligan for some speed here. We're going to keep that just so we definitely have something to play. We're hoping for a better something to play. We didn't get it. Really weak start. Alpine deck. Interesting. Casting some expansions is not the worst way to start. Second Alpine. Can't be targeted. Dude's up there. Doing this in the wrong order. You're supposed to play the 2-1s first and then draw cards to refill. Ooh, double Alpine buff. All right, I think we got to clean up some of this Alpine. I have to hit him with the AoE now. Maybe not, it only kills one. So if I just play the car, we could kill the 4-3 and the 2-1. And then even rush the other one down. Yeah, let's save the AoE. Play the car. Ah, my arrow's broken. Like, all right. Cleaned him up. But he's at 20. Starting turn 4 at 20 is pretty good for him. That 1-2 is interesting. It felt pretty benign, but it gave all of these future plays +1/+1. Do you have Crossfire? Yeah, he's in the right colors. But I think we're in the mode of we just have to lose to Crossfire. Oh yeah, I could have played around it with Yeah. I should have rushed him. So I had 1 health and 3 health. Yeah, you are correct.
Impressive. Most impressive.
I think we start going face now. I could have traded. It would have kept my shock alive. Yeah, I derped my rush target. Yeah, I guess we just fire this off. There's no waiting for the good point because we got the Akagi ready. All face, thanks. Freaking card. What is it called? The Shinano. The Shinano shenanigans. How goes MTG World War II? This game's great. careful. Once you shenan once, you'll probably shenan again. Spark! Spark the face! This guy do. Deal 2 damage to the MHQ when you add or deploy an L-Tine unit. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. We'd abandon this guy in our hand. It's not great. This guy draws cards. We deploy him. Spend my mana going face instead. Oh yeah, the sideboarding question you had. Like bringing sideboarding to Blood Bowl is a little weird because the sideboarding in Magic is great, but it works in best 2 out of 3 series. And Blood Bowl's games are too long to really do best 2 out of 3s. GG. I don't even read what these did. One of them might have been like, gain health when I take damage. But that was a spell that gives you 3 Alpine units. It's a pretty good spell. GG, Talk Talk. I don't know how to classify that deck. Was it... I'll just put Alpine for now. Yes, it works best in a best 2 to 3 set because you play one game not sideboarded and then you sideboard for games 2 and 3. So you can make adjustments to what your opponent is actually doing, not in the dark. If you did want to do Blood Bowl sideboarding though, I would do it with players. Like you actually sub players on and off the bench. So you can have like 2 extra players on your bench that you can sub in. I think we send the... Oh, it's America. I keep thinking that's Germany. No, that is Germany. Wait, which one is that? Yeah, that one's Germany. I'll send back the removal. Let's try to get more dudes. More dudes. Yeah, the Japanese aggro deck doesn't appear to have a weakness. It's kind of, it reminds me a lot of Affinity. It's got really cheap card draw, really cheap creatures, and it is just plain the best deck. Even the decks that try to meta defeat it don't get there. You could allow substitutions for the second half. Halftime, you could sub a new player in. That'd be interesting. But it wouldn't match the sporting theme. Because the bench is already kind of a sideboard in that sense. It'd be like calling somebody up from the farm team. That's a rough hand. Just run this out. He's probably playing 1, 2, 3, so there are targets for it, but not many. I think I keep it in hand for now. We just have a really bad turn. The emotes in this game. I wish you could turn them off permanently. And it's so bad, but we are smacking him around here. Playing him actually makes us lose to Crossfire too, so I'm glad I didn't play him. Right now, Crossfire sucks. Just kills the tank. He would have to cast it if it was the only way to kill the tank he had. He had a different way, and another ramp. He's getting low, though. Put him to 1, he can't cast a spell. Particularly Elpenfistung. He can't cast Elpenfistung. They do play with rush things, so they could have a rush thing to kill this guy. Nice. They didn't have 2 rush things to kill both my guys. First place! 2 in a row. Got 1, 2, 3s. GG. Yeah, Alpenfestung is only 7k. GG. I'm in the top 100 on the leaderboard now. No, I'm not! It was 20 when I first started today, but I guess the grinders are grinding. We still have time for one more. That took about a half hour. Grab the deck lists. Alpine deck. No time to open packs. We gotta get back into another tournament. If this one goes quick enough, we might be able to do one more. Let me back out and change the background. Back to default. You say that the players in the 300 gold tournaments are so much more invested. It appears they have spent a lot more time in the game. When you get a win, it feels always good. Yeah, you're comparing it to the beginner tournaments too, right? The boot camp. The boot camp, I think, because it's only giving out the common and uncommon wildcards, the boot camp doesn't appeal to people with big collections. So the boot camp is all people who are still like free to playing up a collection. It's kind of like playing penny poker. Like you will get easier opponents to beat. In MTG, how much does knowing the colors of your opponent's deck tell you? It depends on the format. Normally, it would basically tell you their whole deck. I don't know if sideboarding would work good in Blood Bowl either, just because there are such extreme hard counters. Like people being able to just bring in a couple Mighty Blow Tackle against stunties or Amazons feels a little too strong. Like, what is Amazons going to do when they sideboard? The game's too rock, paper, scissorsy, I think. But if you just showed up and you knew everything about each other and you could sub in 1 or 2 players, that might be fun. But it would definitely favor some teams more than others. But I mean, it's already an unbalanced game. Hey, Zarpax, tip to join with the starter deck. Stick with the boot camp tournaments, I think. I think the Iron tournaments, like, you don't need to have a meta deck to play in the Iron tournaments for sure, but you probably do want to be like close-ish. I would guess that like the average Iron tournament player is probably like close to being the max rank, like Field Marshal. Maybe like level 5. I think you start at like 20 or 25. Rank up every like 5 wins or something like that. It's got win streaks just like Blood Bowl. But you definitely don't have to be like top 20 on the ladder before you should enter tournaments. If you've made Field Marshal, you're beyond where you need to be, I think is fair to say. Especially if you could, Apostastis, if you could like sideboard a War Dancer. So like if you could have 3 War Dancers and you pick 2 of them to play any given game, that might be an interesting tweak for a Blood Bowl tournament. Commandos, put back the card draw. We just need to kill them. There are other British decks, but I'm gonna mulligan, assuming it's the most common, most powerful one. And against Commandos, I just need to hit them really hard. Shibata's pretty good too. If it's handlock control, then mulling to just hit them really hard is probably correct as well. Zarfax, you've been trying to do the minimum, get the missions done. That's a good way to start in one of these games. You get the missions done, then you're getting the freebies, and you get the crate every week. If you can get the max crate, that would be pretty big for progressing your account, because the max crate gives you a... Oh, are we desynced / hacked? We might be. It'll be the first time I've been hacked in the tournaments. I've heard of it before. No, they might just be AFK. It just felt longer than a turn, but I think that's because he was still mulliganing. So he had the mulligan timer and now the first turn timer. Which is why it felt like we were lagging. There was an error. Because it was longer than a turn. It might not actually be AFK. I didn't see if he mulliganed or not. He doesn't do a turn here. He's not. He's actually AFK. He's not doing a gambit. I don't know how much you would even gain from doing a gambit. Like, would I ever play differently knowing my opponent's AFK? In theory, like, you play into Wrath of God more. Yes. Oh, it did say the opponent went offline earlier. It's not giving us the win because he can reconnect. Should have joined. You could have faced this guy and got no free win. I think if he comes back, the Shibata's the better one to have down. Just playing fast so he doesn't have time to come back is probably correct. I shouldn't consider, should I 10th recon and shuffle something? What should I shuffle? Should have just played the Shibata and said go. He probably didn't realize he was in the queue. And then the game must hand us the win at that point. Well, I'll take his deck list. Yeah, I should try to actually classify it too. In case I do get the algorithm set up to try to see how different people are building different decks. Baker Street Dilemmas. Okay, so it is a commando deck with a couple off meta picks. AFK commando. Yeah, so putting the data in is weird. Because it's just going to skew the results a little bit. But now if I analyze the deck, then we'd be able to get better data. So I think that's more valuable than slightly skewing the win rate of the match. You hate the commando deck so much, you make sure decks you build can beat it? Yeah. Yeah, somebody was saying earlier that the Japanese aggro deck twists the meta. I'd be more worried the commando deck does, because you can't play like just a slow derpy giant tanks deck. Because you just lose horribly to commandos. There's no commandos, only commandos. Commandos was like one of the first decks I built, and it's pretty powerful, but it's very beatable. Though. Where the Japanese aggro deck feels much harder to beat, or people aren't bothering to beat it. Yeah, so I'm not sure how to do the spreadsheet such that like if I want to do all the calculations in separate columns, would it make sense to do them like over here? Or we just do like a bunch of boxes? But part of the problem is we don't know how wide it is. Like it can grow. More decks will get encountered and added. So it'll grow in both dimensions. I need you to fix the formula. I kind of want to be able to see the parts of the formula anyway. I think we have to do it on an extra tab for each of them, is the way to do it. Tabs are kind of like the third dimension in a spreadsheet. Yeah, you agree. New sheet. One for wins, one for games. Yep. So we should duplicate this a couple times. And this one can just be wins. We could hide it after. So then this just needs to be the front part. And the if error clause. Oh, look, did it change? 240%. Oh, because it's marked as a percentage. Back to a number. Oh, I went to a date. You make it a number. Exclamation point. Looks like it's working. Really don't need all the digits. Those decimals was making you sad. I should have fixed it first. I definitely don't need the conditional formatting. And we don't need this. These two columns are just for data. Main one. God, didn't delete. Delete column. Nope. We got a game. The delete column didn't work. Oh, yes, it's just laggy. I'm used to Excel. Google Sheets is laggy. That's not even a very big spreadsheet. All right, mirror match. Keep the scouting party in the rush. I've got, yeah, I already have 2 fast things. So let's keep the recharge. We've got turn 1 and 2 covered. And then we'll keep the rebuild. Particularly good going first. You get 2 less cards when you go first. It's not the mirror. Might have to fire the rush off. That was the card I was thinking about adding to my deck for the mirror breaker. But that's probably Intel. Intel runs that guy. It is the mirror. He's just running that guy in the mirror. Interesting. All right, we have time to just fire this off. It lets him take the front. So I could have bloody sickled that, taken the front. And that would block an expansion. And he does have the expansion too. He'd probably find a way to get it off eventually. But by pushing that one forward, I do get to one-shot it. Looks like I get my own expansion here. Maybe I was supposed to actually just attack that with both of my guys. I could have got 2 cards out of both of my guys. He would have got 2 cards out of his guy. We could do the Type 93 and take this trade. And I have 2 mana left for, like, this guy and the Kabata Bun. Could have pushed this as well. 33rd with the tank is way better than 33rds. I would have got my double cards and he would not have gotten his. So maybe that would have been better than playing him. He's got multiple copies of this guy in his deck. We keep running up against opponents who are ready for the mirror. We beat the last one, though. Try to save the 10th here to draw a card without shuffling in. It'd be the last one I play. It also does have shock, so we might end up playing it just to smash this thing. Oh, no, we drew a much better play. This guy blowing that up is really good, too. We deny him some card advantage long term. We'll use this guy's health pool while we can. I could have also hit it with the bloody sickle, but there'll be something to hit with the bloody sickle. A little harder to get an attack in with him. Oof. A lot of 1-drops. right, this guy has to attack that. I might have to play this now. We're so close to getting the free card, though. Ouch, that hurt me. Oh, now we never get the free card. God damn it. I didn't reevaluate. Didn't have enough time. I didn't reevaluate when we drew the Akagi. The Akagi's blocking me ever getting the empty hand. So I should have shuffled away this guy and just taken the shock attack. It's alright. We can play him and shuffle away whatever we draw. Still get our shock attack here. Two of these now. One is kind of ignorable. Two of them starts to get scary. Akagi. Well, that's a pretty good one to shuffle away. Oh no, he's got the shenanigans. The Shinano shenanigans. Ow. So I could have killed that guy first. Desperate measures. A nice draw. Makes his shenanigans a lot worse, too. Alright, that was a pretty good turn. He does get the shenanigan me, but it won't kill everything. It can't. It might pick off some of the one health things, though. He did have two guys to deploy first, too. A lot went face. That's good for me. Kept the 2-1. He's running out of steam. So am I. No, I'm less out of steam than him, actually. We're both at 10. Double Kubata button. We control the front, so he could get expansions off the top that wouldn't do anything. Which he might have. He shuffled one in. The Akagi's still a pretty good top deck. Took 2 for the privilege of drawing 3. Bomber and a tank. Ooh. And an expansion? Holy Akagi, Batman. Oh my god. Yeah, Akagi's a good card. Oh, that's also a good card. GG. I have enough to attack. Combo. These mirrors are fun. Blam. Yeah, reminds me a lot of Affinity back in the Magic the Gathering days. Oh, Talk's in this one. Affinity was also a really fun mirror. Like, that was like 6 months of, maybe close to a year of Magic. 6 months, like, it changed every once in a while, but there were different types of Affinity. But the Affinity mirrors were, in my opinion, some of the best Magic the Gathering I've ever played. I played on Magic Online and grinded tournaments just like this, except I made actual money instead of just getting in-game packs you can never sell. But it reminds me of that a lot. Like, it's an aggressive mirror match. The meta is full of it. Skullclamp was so busted. Skullclamp was the later days of Affinity. I think it was in the 3rd set. So there were 3 sets that, like, brought Affinity. And I think, I'm pretty sure Skullclamp was in the 3rd one. Maybe it was in the 2nd one. It might have been in the 2nd one. So there might have only been, like, 3 months of not Skullclamp. Am I wrong? Is Skullclamp Mirrodin? No, I think Skullclamp is Darksteel. I want to know. Skull. Yeah, dark steel. And then I think they might have banned Skull Clamp at some point. I don't remember. There was definitely Goblin Bidding too, used Skull Clamp. It wasn't all Affinity all the time. Also played some Goblin Bidding later on. The formats moved on. It's definitely not the same as Affinity, though. Because Affinity wasn't so much about, like, attrition as this is. The Japanese aggro mirror is a lot of outlasting your opponent. I see so many people cast the Akagi as a tempo spell, too. The Wheel of Fortune. Like, they'll shuffle 3 cards away, and you know they're doing it just so they can play 3 cards on that turn. That's not how you win, though. No, Talk lost. Ba, 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 ba. You think Japanese aggro shifts the meta more because commandos lose to the aggro deck? That's part of why the Japanese deck is good. Because it does just crush the commandos. But the commandos more make it so you can't play like a slow control deck. Got him down to 2. What's he playing? It's 1, 2, 3s is a burn. I hate keeping an expansion. It's so risky. If this guy gets routed, otherwise dealt with. I'm going to keep it, though. I'm feeling risky. The typical German start just leaves this. They need a route. Buzz bomb. Let's kill it. But it probably means we're up against burn. Hopefully the Kabata Bun can get our expansion. We do get to hold the front here. Navy burn. Those productions he's generating are gonna smack him around. Get our card while we can. More copies of the same cards. It's not great for me. Turn 3. Big boy. Any rushes? Any rushes? Sickle. We could sickle hoping to draw it, but we could also just drop the 2 Kabata Buns. We could double attack that so he stops getting productions. I don't think I like that. I think we Kabata. We go face. We do have the Kian for face damage. Maybe the Shinado. Did I put that last game in the spreadsheet? I did not. What did we play last round? Get mirror. I was talking about Affinity. The Kian's actually bad with this thing alive. I should have killed it last turn. Sleeping Alive makes the Shinano better eventually. Desperate Measures. That is an epic top deck. We Desperate Measures and then we Shinano and hope some of the things die. Doing that one first means we can't overkill. I'll take it. Arguably the best one lived, but no, I think the 4/5 shock draw card was probably better for him. I lost one of my credit slots to do that, but still plenty of credits left. Although I've had operating cost heavy draw. You like the Intel deck, but lately it's too heavy to deal with the aggro and too light to beat the Germany routed decks. Yeah, I built the Intel deck and was disappointed with it pretty much immediately. I had the same experience. Do we bomb this and knock him to 5, or base and knock him to 3? If he Hornets this, do I kill him? No. I think we go a little slower then. Clean up. I do have a lot of card draw, just pending, with 3 copies of 33 hanging around here. Can't cast either of those spells either. They do more harm than good. Draw 2. More 33rds. I could draw another one. We kill him with type 94 or type 93, the Lord car. But saving the rush seems good too. I don't know, how am I losing this? I'm losing this to Alpenfistong. Oh, look. We can't cast a spell anymore this way anyway. Probably fine. Got him. I started a little rough, but we turned it around, though. We did turn it around. Navy burn. So, let's see. I started today before I went live with a win, and then a loss. A first round loss, a second round loss, a first round loss, a second round loss, a first round loss. And then we won 3 in a row. I had to get in the groove streaming, I guess. I was absolutely exhausted from fixing my deck stairs too. Holy crap, was that ever a lot of work. But it's done. It feels good to have home improvement stuff done. Even though we are selling this house, but, you know, we'll sell better without crooked stairs. It didn't even half-ass it. Like it should hold long term for the new owner. The Japanese Intel deck is good. You've seen other streamers climb to 44 with it. You got to be careful, though, about evaluating a deck and evaluating a player. if a really good player is doing really good, you got to like discount the actual meta win rate. Like I'm 67% with the with Japanese aggro. That doesn't mean Japanese aggro is 67%. Because my results on my meta report are skewed by what I'm playing. All right. And it's closed. I can't join another one. Starts in 4 days. That was fun, though. Yeah, we're still in New Brunswick. We're just moving outside of town. A much bigger house. Much more land, and virtually zero homeless people anywhere near it. Moncton has the unfortunate effect of all of the homeless in like the area just moved to Moncton. So we're leaving Moncton out to the other area where all of the homeless people would drift in. Like if you lose your house in Riverside, Albert, which is where I'm moving, you need to quickly get to Moncton where there's actually services. There's no food kitchens or methadone clinics anywhere other than Moncton. There's other big cities in New Brunswick, but Moncton's the biggest one. Give us the end. How the finals go? We secured the win with a pretty epic shenanigan, actually. Our opponent had a pretty big board, but I beat him with the 2 damage to everything and then the ping everything. Ping for the amount of things on the board. We cleaned him up really good. Navy's a good deck, but you don't enjoy it when it doesn't work, so you stop playing it. Yeah, it does seem like a really good deck. I would like to try the Navy deck. I need more cards, though. You want that last player's deck? We'll paste it in chat for you. Oop. All right, let's open some packs. Maybe I can get more of the cards we need here. An elite. Grief. Your other tanks operate for 1 less. So a very tank-focused deck would run that. The control decks wouldn't run it. Your Alpine units. Give your Alpine units ++1. Draw an Alpine unit from your deck. Well, that's an interesting Alpine card. Golden Elite? Golden Elite! 133rd Iron Man! Overt. Reveal. Deal 3 damage to the enemy HQ for each turn spent in the front line. Interesting. That's a 3-mana 4/4 that's face down. You push them to the front and you just camp them there. But it's not grief, it's grief. I don't know how to spell or pronounce that differently. I think it'd be really sweet if this game... Ooh, another golden. If this game pronounced the cards. You had a button for like a pronunciation guide. Deal damage to target enemy equal to known cards in the enemy hand. It's not very good. Jet prototype. There is a self-mill deck out there. I might at some point want to try the Jet prototype deck. Oh, another golden. Well, that guy's not bad. Draw a card, but discard it at the end of your next turn. Any dudes that draw cards are pretty good, though. Imagine hearing it for the Japanese cards, how they get pronounced. Yeah. And for all the non-Germans, imagine how the German cards get pronounced. Harden rifles. Germans got some long words. For Spanish people, the Japanese cards are easy to pronounce. Just need the audio of me saying my pronunciation will become canon. I had some naval packs. One of the tournaments paid out naval packs. I need literally... I have every common, uncommon, and rare. I need to... Yeah, look, I'm getting wild cards because I already have... Like, I already have all the specials. I don't know why it gave me 2 commons, because it definitely gave me other commons, too. 2 cards I don't need, and 2 wilds. Maybe the wild rate goes up. Maybe I just got lucky. And no wilds in this one. Yeah, those packs literally did nothing for me. I should have just kept them on my account to boost crates. The crate's already done this week. Karmakata, you have a video on pronouncing the Finnish cards? Nice. You can link it here if you want. You are welcome to link it. Imagine hearing how the US cards are pronounced. I mean, we joke, but this game is huge in China. It is localized in many languages. Oh, the crate does actually overflow. The UI just doesn't show it. So my next crate is pre-charging. And it'll just keep pre-charging down the line. That's good to know. We're back to regular. My Navy cards didn't help finish the Navy set. One of them actually want to. One of them goes in the 1-2-3 deck. It's a flex spot in the 1-2-3 deck. Not everyone runs it. Where can you report a bad translation of card text? Probably on the Discord. Self-discard is kind of fun. Five card packs. For my rounds. My losing in the second round. Oh, we got a special one of them, though. When this unit deals damage to the enemy HQ, draw a card. That's pretty good. I mean, it's tiny. It's too slow for this format. So my crate has overflown. So before I do anything next week, when I first log in, I can look and it'll just be like partway down here. A bunch of this stuff progressed as well. Best to save the pack openings? How come? Just so you have more agency about when you fill it up. Like if you don't play it all one week, you could pass those packs through to the next week. I mean, I still need 2 cards, and one of them I actually would like to play with, so... Like, I'm missing... Oops. It's clicked. I'm missing 2. If I go set... Naval Warfare... It's this guy. Fallschirmjäger. Choose unit in hand with cost 2 or less, set its cost to 0. So people run that in the 1-2-3s because you make your 1-2-3 cost 0, and then you can combo 2 energy quicker. With like a 1-2-3 Hornet, bounce the Hornet, replay it turn, or a 1-2-3 with the Michigan's Lonzen's turn. I mean, 2 1-2-3s in a Michigan costs 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 normally to play them all and then have enough to attack still. So if you did this guy to shrink a Michigan or a 1-2-3, then it's only 8 mana. But that gives you infinite mana. You get 3 Michigans out. So you get 6 energy whenever you attack. So you pay 3 to get 6 3 times. You get 9 back. This shit's not infinite. You only go up 1. But then you have the 1-2-3s already out, so you can do other shenanigans. The tie turns is the other one I'm missing. Shuffle your hand in your deck, draw an equal amount, deal damage to all units equal to the Navy card shuffled in. I have seen Wheel of Fortune deck. Japanese-American shuffle-up deck. You're just trying to redraw all the American cards that trigger when they're drawn. There's 3 of them. Oh, the overflow for the crate's not unlimited. That's why you might want to hold packs. Once you're finished collecting a set. Oh, this guy translates to parachute hunter. Ba 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 ba. You did try a shuffle deck, but you found it stressful having to readjust to what you have in hand. A shuffle deck does seem like it would be one of the harder decks to play, knowing when to pull the trigger on the shuffle redraws. Ba, 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 ba. All right, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I am beat all that hard labor before streaming, but I wanted to get live to actually participate in that tournament before it closed. I'm glad I did too. It was a productive adventure. All right, yeah, let's wrap it up. Thanks for joining me, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow. I think we're gonna do some RuneScape adventures for the rest of the week. My goal, I'm brand new to RuneScape, just like a lot of other WoW players, and I want to get on stream, I want to get all the skills to 10, just to get a taste of all the skills. And like, a lot of the prevailing advice from the veterans in RuneScape is to like just do quests, and it could like finish this one quest and you jump up to like level 30 in one of the skills. It's like, yeah, but I kind of want to see what the game is, so let's do some fletching and hunting and construction and see what those skills are like and not just cheese them. But I think moving forward, cards on Tuesday for these tournaments might end up being a staple of the stream. Is RuneScape running quick start leagues? I don't think so. No, I don't think they have anything special right now. Just straight OSRs. The hype is organic. Nothing the devs did. Although a big expansion did come out in the middle of all the WoW players playing it. Enough jibber jabbering. I'm out of here. Oh, let me see if there's a raid target. Nope. Nobody plays this game. Nobody streams this game. Was that 4 wins in a row at the end? 3 wins in a row. 3 wins in a row. 4 wins today. Cheers, everyone.